Happy Monday.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Jesus is my doctor. He writes out all of my scriptures. He brings all of my medicine in the room. Didn't he do it, children? Come on in and tell us where you're from.
Shizzle.
You're from Shizzle?
You say, didn't he do it, children? I said, shizzle.
Okay then.
That's for sure.
I know.
Surely he did.
That's what we're doing.
He definitely did that.
He did that.
He surely did.
All right, let us know when you're in the room who's here. What set you claim? All that other good stuff. All that other good stuff. Boy, look at him. I'm tired. Baby, you don't start writing them comments.
I know, right? That's what I'm supposed to do, honey.
No,
you want me to be engaged?
No, not let you. You just write Richmond Heights.
No, we out here.
Hey Danielle, my husband.
Mississippi.
In here writing.
What's going on?
Mississippi, Lena. I saw you had your bridal shower. You was all cute. You could have invited me to come by. I'd have held some water. No, I'm just messing with you. APK.
Right.
What old boy said? AP. You don't know about me. I'm from AP Kizzy.
AP Kizzle.
Kizzy. AP Kizzy. I was like, don't you ever say that again in your life.
You hate.
Hey, Candace. So we got Mississippi,
Brooklyn,
Apopka, Brooklyn.
Brooklyn in the house.
So how was everybody Monday? Shoot, how was your weekend?
Candace represent her borough.
Lena had her a bridal shower, so I'm sure hers was good. Who said Brooklyn?
Lena says thanks.
It's
on the screen.
Yeah. So take a minute to share this to your page so we can get going. Lena, you got Mike with you tonight?
I know, right?
Look, so we be needing our certainly his support team, his Richmond Heights people. Candace said it was good. I'm glad because sometimes on weekends get a little crazy. So if you take a minute to share this to your page, we would like everybody to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We forget to tell everybody every week, but if you could hey, Fasha. Oh, God. Richmond Heights.
We be deep. Everywhere we go, we out here. Everywhere. You can't even have nothing. We be in there.
Oh, God. He said Richmond Heights. Listen, now we got 3 Richmond Heights. That ain't nothing. I mean, geez. Who cares? I'm an Edgewater Eagle, so I'm the most important one.
Yeah, okay. What's your neighborhood again?
Demetri Holmes.
Yeah, I don't think that's the name of the neighborhood. But okay. The name of the home builder is the name of the
Anyway.
That's sad.
Hey to Mike. So anyway, I was asking about everybody's weekend. I think what did you do this weekend, man?
Work.
Did you?
I did.
What Saturday? No, you was home one day with me.
I wasn't.
Oh yes. It was Sunday. Okay. Yeah, this buzzer, I always get up and cook breakfast on Saturday and Sunday. And this joker tell me he had to run somewhere, takes a ladder back, and then called me to I forgot I had to go to this house, and then it'd be a minute. It was that evening.
It was 2:00.
That's evening.
That 2:00 ain't hardly no evening. That's afternoon.
What it is?
Afternoon.
Anyway.
Just afternoon.
Just afternoon. Well, anyway, like I said, take a moment and subscribe to our YouTube if you can. I know a lot of you guys are on Facebook, but we're trying to get our subscribers up on YouTube. First of all, it reaches a larger audience. But secondly, you get paid for YouTube views.
You say it reaches that, so okay in my mind.
It reaches.
Go ahead. Go there. To the
highest mountains.
Yeah, come stronger than that. You know they ain't had no microphones back in the day at the old churches. You got to sing for the people in the bike.
And it flows to the lowest valley. So you want me being full? What they call it? Full voice.
There you go. You got to get it.
That's the blood. You want me to sing the blood on here and start shouting?
Got to reach way down.
You want me to sing the blood and start shouting up in this place?
Go ahead. That makes for good TV.
Okay, Lamb, but you gotta subscribe too. But I appreciate it.
That's right. And we got a bunch of old gems on there too. We need to be some more on there.
Every time we had this conversation, Cedric's gonna do better. So anyway, today, okay, and I want to preface this with, I know that I put a ring on it on our flyer when we do our weekly right now while it's in season 2, but it's not strictly about put a ring on it.
Right.
We explain the characters,
this real life.
Okay, not. I mean, we explain the couples.
The couples on the show.
And we talk about the behaviors and the relationships, right. Not about, all right, we got Mildred. What set you claim? Where you from, Mildred? We got Mississippi, Apopka, Brooklyn, Richmond Heights a few times.
Memphis. Mildred in Memphis. Mark watching too.
Well, hello, Mr. Mark. You gotta do us a FaceTime call. We ain't FaceTime with our buddies in a minute. So anyway, we talk about in couples, but we talk about the behaviors. All right, we got Memphis, Tennessee. So I don't know how many put a ring on it, but it came back on season 2. And Cedric saw it briefly with me some for the first time.
The first season, right?
First season. It intrigued me because I was trying to figure out what would make you want to go on a date. Put you and your boyfriend or whatever on there and commit to going on dates with other people.
But it's more than just that, though. That's part of the process, but there's other things too.
But I'm saying that's what intrigued me originally.
Right.
But then as I saw the process, I understood there were underlying stuff that was there. And
you couldn't get to it doing the status quo that you've been doing. You got comfortable.
Thank you, Fasha, for joining us on YouTube. And you you subscribe, right? All right, we got Kissimmee. Hey, JT.
Yeah, we did. He said we switched. We did.
Right?
So gotta keep it spicy sometimes.
We both having our Black Love shirts. I saw him with one on. I went and put one on too. Got some black. Oh, wait a minute, wrong way. Right. Black Love.
Keep y'all on your toes. You don't never know what's gonna happen.
We don't never thought gonna put our stuff on there.
Know,
so right? Anyway, I titled this one today as which is a question: how long before calling it quits? So if you watch the show, you know that. Okay, who we gonna start with first?
Your choice, ladies' choice.
You check. I'm always the one leading this. So who you want to start with first?
So Alexia, is that her name?
Alexia.
She said that if old boy don't marry her in 2 years, she out. I don't know if you caught that.
I heard her say that.
Yeah, so that is very apropos for your title. They've been together 14
years. I forgot. But yeah, that's right. I think the 2 years is like 12 years minimum too late.
12 years too late.
Like,
and listen, but this is what I found out too that I thought was interesting. That he got 3 kids from 2 different baby mamas while
they were together. But
I think they were off and on. So maybe hopefully they was off during that time. But obviously she feels some kind of way behind that because she want to have a kid too, but she don't want to be a baby mama.
And I understand that. But then it's like, how you have such high standards in one regard, but not in the other? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
well, like I said, they've been together so long, you get comfortable.
Lena said, but he has 3 kids. Right. I get that. But my thing is, how do you, I don't know. To me, it's too much of a mess. They have. So those of you who know, we're talking about Darren and Alexia.
But it's something.
Darren has gone on 4 dates
what 3? He going on the 4th one now. With girl.
With Kai?
Yeah. He already told her. He said, "What if she wants you to stop seeing me?" He said, "I can't do it. It's part of the process, baby."
Now it is part of the process, but okay. So I saw people online that was bashing him. Like one of the girls that did a YouTube review said, "Oh, he's not marriage material." Okay, so first of all, it's never just one person that plays a part in it.
No, but if you listen to his conversation to her, it's something that she's doing that he doesn't like, because he said, "We need to get this fixed before you got married, because you're not marriage material, because we always doing XYZ."
But listen, and I'm gonna tell you what it is. First of all, she that stupid alpha female mess,
right?
Because that's just how God designed marriage, that the man is the head, and this new generation don't want the man to be the head because I'm independent. I am all this mess like that. Right. I get that, but at the same time, God designed marriage.
Right.
That's the first thing the first institution that he designed, that he created.
But listen,
so how you gonna change what he created?
You know what's funny about that is that if you watched it, she had an epiphany where she was like, "You know what? I've been quiet. I've been letting him talk. Like, I'm gonna say more stuff now. Like, you going in the wrong direction. You definitely ain't gonna get married if you gonna be talking more."
She might not say a lot. She might just say,
"Yeah, but it's finna be more." You didn't hear what she said? That?
Yes.
She said, "I've been quiet. I've been holding my tongue. I'm finna talk."
So I have heard that a man knows, and I can't tell the time frame, within a certain amount of time, if he wants to marry a woman.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen somebody that's been in a relationship with somebody for, I'm so tired of this alpha female label. Listen, you can be a strong woman. You can be a strong Black woman, but that doesn't mean,
right.
I think if we are argumentative or if we loud, if we like, I'm just a strong Black woman, no, like you could still be a strong Black woman, but a strong Black woman still knows when to fall back, when to speak up, when to do whatever. Like,
it takes, in my opinion, more strength to have discipline and hold your tongue than to say everything that comes to your mind.
And that
takes more strength than just say, anybody could just say whatever comes to their mind.
So, okay, so how long? I can't remember the time frame. They said when a man is with a woman, he knows in a certain amount of time that he's gonna marry her.
The first week or the first month.
Hey, Darius.
What's up, man?
All right, women call me crazy because I'm submissive, but it's the thing, Fasha. I'm gonna leave that up there. People don't understand what the Bible's definition of submission is. Right. They have go sit down, go lay on the floor, go, don't you talk. Like, that is not God's definition of submission.
Right.
See, when we talk about God's definition of submission, you are submitting yourself to a man who's submitting himself to God. The problem is we submit ourselves to a man that don't even know who God is, or he don't know how to submit to God, so he can't lead you.
Right.
Or he has no vision. If a man don't have a vision, he can't lead you nowhere, because he will go around in circles, and then he wants you to go around with him.
Right.
But if that's what you choose.
Let's say Lena says she wants them to, one, be sexual, and she said she refuses to because he goes to the condo and doesn't come home. They have so many underlying issues that they may be better friends.
Okay, so here's another thing.
I agree with that too.
First of all, I don't know who gave women the idea that withholding sex does anything but causes men to want to wonder.
Right. More problems.
The more couples that we've had that have an issue with infidelity is because the woman say, "Well, I ain't gonna give him none." Well, somebody else will. I'm not saying that if you don't, every man gonna cheat. Don't get me wrong. But she said, how long did this? They said a minute.
But no, the worst part, he said, we go out in public, you hugging, you kissing, you holding my hand, come home, nothing.
Okay, so Brandy says a worldly submission is control. Right. and abuse. I was in the store the other day, and this black man married to a white woman. I thought somebody was robbing the doggone store. I was in the back. I was plotting my exit. It was during my work hours, so I could not have my gun. I could not. But I'm trying to figure out, I'm going to go to this back employee entrance and get out the door, because he came there screaming, what the F you want, all this stuff. It sounds like he was on an intercom. Finally, I go to the front after, I see all the little managers going over there, little white managers going really diligently. It's a black man there yelling at his wife. She got on shades, which he busting her in the eye. Like, that's not healthy.
So you busted in the eye.
You know that. She got on shades inside the store, and they mobbed that, buddy.
Black that eye.
And it's hindsight that I saw it.
Wow.
Lena said it's not healthy. Right. So the first thing is that we got to get back into godly order, because we like somebody because they got a nice car, or they're nice to my kids,
or they provide you some type of service that
they provide something that you like, whatever. I'm saying, you got to be more specific. You just give generalities. I'm trying to give suggestions.
That is a suggestion.
So what kind of service? I don't know what that is.
It could be he fixes things.
That's what I'm trying to talk. Use those words.
He does something special for you on your birthday. It can be a lot of things. You like the way you cut the grass? I don't know. It's a million different things.
We get with somebody and we ignore all the red flags that come along. Like, they are sometimes flaming red flags. Like,
did you say flaming?
They on
flaming
fire.
Red flags.
Well, he get mad, and then he just, like, even with road rage, like if he cussing around chasing somebody down the street, you like cussing out his mama.
Oh wow.
Treating his mama bad.
Don't do mama like that.
But mamas, but he just, like, you try to make a reason for why they doing it.
Why come?
Hey Danielle.
Hey
y'all. I miss seeing y'all. Y'all guys, hope all is well. All is well, honey. I definitely appreciate you joining us tonight. So, okay, let's talk about those two. When a man is with you for that long period of time and he ain't budging, there is something. And even if he doesn't directly tell you,
right,
he tells you. But what happens is we don't pay attention to the signs, ladies. We think, well, you just need to change. You need to fix it.
Right, but how you think you've been together 14 years and you want to get married, and you haven't changed any of your behavior? You're still doing everything the same.
Well, first of all, she said she liked the club all the time and he don't like it.
Right.
So...
Well, and being that he's from the South, that's definitely not gonna fly.
Yeah, and see, that's the thing. Even though he's a rapper, people from the South have a lot of old school thought process.
He was
for
raised
marriage.
by his grandparents.
Even if you didn't see it, you might have like your grandma and granddaddy or somebody. You feel like there's some principles that was taught to you along the way.
No man want no woman that beat them going to the club.
And I don't know if y'all noticed, but at home, every time they go to their house, she has on jogging pants. Yeah. I'm not saying you can't wear jogging pants.
She looks a little frumpy.
But you gotta give something something visual to see. Like, he outside, he go to work, he wherever, and he see all this eye candy, and then he come home and you looking like bag lady.
Right.
I mean, I'm not being funny, but I ain't trying to be funny, but you got to put some effort in this, ladies. Now, she said he go out and don't want to come home, go to the condo, whatever. And he may be doing stuff. We don't know.
Well, he said he go to the condo for some peace because he don't want to argue.
And I get that right there, yeah. And he doesn't want to argue, but here go the bigger part. If he telling you that he wants to be intimate more, why would you go the opposite way? So you're not giving him any, and then but in public, she trying to show out.
Right.
She's trying to stunt.
Put it on the front.
She in public, she hugging, kissing, whatever, and get home ain't do nothing.
Nothing.
That's what back in the day when we was growing up, what they was called a DTs. Remember that?
We front.
they was talking about you was teasing me because you would be acting like everything all good, and then whatever. It's not going to matter if she gives him something to see, because he ain't going to give up.
She ain't giving up the cookie. Yeah, no cookies and milk.
Mm.
You need some milk.
Have to keep it up. Don't look like a bag, right? But listen, you done seen people that look a hot mess. You be like, and the funny thing is, it doesn't mean makeup. Like, I ain't putting no makeup over there. I put some lip gloss on for this broadcast. The day was one of them days but I ain't come home and put on some holy pants and none of that stuff. You just have to make sure that you present yourself in some type of way.
At some point in time.
If you got on the waist trainer all day at work, let your husband see the waist trainer for 5 minutes. He might fall out as soon as you open it up, but
be free.
Bloop, 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 bloop. No.
I hope it's not like that. Be free.
So, but why are we at year 14 trying to figure out why we're not married?
Because everybody doing the same thing. Nobody changing. That's the very definition of insanity. Why
is Darian going on all these dates with Kai? What you think?
Because I think that's exactly what he likes, and she is talking his language.
What does that mean?
That means she's sexy. She's interested in him, asking questions. Their communication is not all again.
So it's safe to say that people get complacent and don't have conversations and find out what the other person's dreams are.
Well, they have conversations, but they always end up arguing.
The funniest thing is, and the times that whatever you withhold, and it seems like if I withhold it would make it better. But actually, if you are the bigger person consistently, you will see the other person start to notice your change. What happens is we want the other person to be the bigger person. And Cedric and I use that to talk about it all the time, because when God changed me, we weren't getting along at all. Mm-mm. And when God changed me, I told y'all my husband was badgering me. He was like, "Oh, so now you want to be a wife?" Mm-hmm. I mean, so now you acting like you know what to do. He was acting a good fool.
Now you acting like you got some sense.
But because I was doing it as unto the Lord, it didn't matter.
Danielle says, "Nope, can't wait 14 years. Sound like they have got too comfortable and time passed."
But here go the other issue we talked about this week. Y'all buying houses together. Then sometimes you feel stuck because I got
a lot of stuff tied up together.
Yeah.
Snyder says she's fun like Alexia used to be.
Right. Now, I still don't think Alexia used to be that kind of fun.
I don't know. She may have. When something is new and you kind of put like you say, you send your representative.
But I do believe he loves her.
Oh, I think so too.
But y'all don't understand, when there's something that a man has that just that thing that you do that he don't like, they don't budge. They don't budge. And that's why we are what?
A comment he made at the end that talking about he didn't want to rush it. Like, y'all been together 14 years. That don't get any more less rushed than that.
What it sounds. Oh yeah, go to the next one, baby. So I'm over here trying to eat my orange.
Probably before the kids. Yeah, she feels some kind of way about them kids, so I think that's an issue as well.
Well, I understand, because I'd be like, you out here raw dogging. You even we broke up. Why you got to be going raw on everybody? Like,
I don't mean you went raw.
Boy, he ain't got no super sperm.
Danielle says, yeah, that's true. When you invest in stuff like that, sometimes you do feel stuck. That's true. You have not homes, businesses, cars. You built a life together, and then you got to separate all these assets, and then it's even more tricky when you're not married.
Right. So it's like a civil matter.
Right.
Well, and that's the thing. I think people do it thinking that, we're going to get married. Last one, baby. Okay, so Daniel, there's a show called Put a Ring on It. It's on OWN. This is season 2, and it was episode 4. So we talk about the show, but we are talking about relationships in general.
Right.
So this is one particular couple who have been together for 14 years.
14.
And so, but
yeah, he did say he loved her. That's why he stuck around, and that's true. And that's good. That's something that can be built upon,
but not the lack of trust. And it's true that men will run away. I laugh because I watched some on YouTube today with D.L. Hughley, and he was talking about, you could tell me man been married for a long time. He come home and sit in the driveway, and he'll sit out there as long as he can until the kids say, "Mom and Dad outside." He sit in the driveway. And then she come out, "Why you doing that?" Because I ain't want to hear that mess. But we laugh because that's what Cedric does. He sit in the driveway.
Yes, sir.
If you don't think it's gonna be a pleasant greeting, then
you gotta sit out there and get your mind right. You know about the decent Borilla.
Girl, yes. I put it on our YouTube page. I mean, on this Facebook page, so you can look at it. Daniel says you got to watch it.
Yeah, buddy.
So this is the thing. I can't really properly say whether they'll get married for the show, because sometimes they don't want to embarrass the person they've been with for a long time. Right. Like the last girl in Hollywood and the other chick, Ashley. She ain't want him, but she just ain't want to embarrass him at all that time.
I don't remember Ashley from the last show. I do remember Hollywood and that girl.
That's Ashley? I think so.
I don't know.
Okay, so let's go to Crybaby. Sean and LaRonda.
Yeah. I'm wondering, but you did say that she did it because of him. Why she wouldn't want to go on a date with that guy? Because he's everything that she want besides the other guy she with.
I feel like she loves Sean. Why somebody just text me and tell me I need to eat before I go live? This orange is looking at me, and I have to eat before a certain time. This girl has lost 18 pounds. Count it. Girl got a neck.
It was looking at you. Did you bring it over here with you?
It was looking at me, wrong, bro.
Yeah. It was looking at you.
Boy, I gotta love my friends. They would call me out and text me and told me, eat before I come on the air. My bad. And I'm back.
You know what?
So don't judge me. B&B. I ain't gonna say who it is, B&B. I love both of y'all though.
Right.
So see, she done messed me up with what I was saying.
So you think that she love old boy, that's why she want to go back with
No, I think she loved him and she was sparing his feelings. Because if you remember the first time she was going on a date, she said, "You doing better today you was doing last night." And the night before, he seemed to have some kind of breakdown too. And so she don't want to see him go through all that. And I'd be the cause. And he'd be like, "Look how you making me sick. Remember the doctor said he has tactical control. He was giving her these all talking through his teeth type stuff on that other show. Like you gonna make me not go on a date with him. You know, like, yeah, so then now he decided to go all happy-go-lucky. Then I know she feels some that way because I could have went out with Sir. So his name, Sir James later.
Sir James, yeah. Look, talking about, he said he cries and he has songs that he cries to.
He said he got songs he cried to. I missed that one.
Yeah, when he went on a date with that girl, he always telling people that he cried and he emotional. And so the girl asked him, "Well, do you have songs you cry to?" He said, "Oh yeah, I got songs too." Lord have mercy.
Y'all can't tell me that ain't weird.
Listen, but if you like that, well, you ain't got to tell nobody. Keep that down low.
Listen, I'm all for men embracing their emotions and expressing their feelings. But I'm gonna say, I don't think that's
conversation for the second date. You know, I'd be crying. I got a soundtrack. Yeah, when they were in the studio.
Okay, so was it just me or did that not sound good?
Nah. He said it sounded good. And
she can sing. I was like,
sing. She's all right.
CeCe Winans can sing. Yeah, Tamela Mann can sing. Kelly Price can sing. There was some sings.
Yeah, right.
I don't know what that was. That was a kumbaya. Girl, listen.
I think it was just the song she made from him. She probably sounded better on some other songs, some real ones. That was a play song. So everyone, you know what I'm saying?
So, what do y'all think his issue is? Like,
that dude got some problems. Listen, that's the kind of joker that'll kill you. So you better get out of
really?
there.
Listen,
boy, that joker will.
Y'all think he talking crazy, but what's so serious, she cannot sing or sing. Right. Well, I'm with you on that. And I was like, what here? So this is my question.
You gotta watch that joker there.
People, you see a lot of domestic violence, murder, suicide that you didn't see before. We have a lot of emotional men because of the lack of stability from the lack of the father in the home.
Right.
Doesn't mean that every man's like that. Saturday dad went in the homes. It doesn't mean that every man like that.
No, but I play sports.
So he said he played sports, which gave him father figures in his life.
Lots.
I don't know how it worked.
And plus, I had Daddy Snow next door, and I had Slab across the street. So I had men everywhere.
He had Slab across the street.
Yeah.
Take a moment to share this to your page, and make sure you like and subscribe on YouTube.
Not so much.
So,
but yeah, so I had that. Listen, I had men everywhere.
You don't want
my granddaddy.
You don't want somebody that's gonna control you to make like they're on here because they're stuck.
Right.
But you don't want them to be like, we on this show for the process, but don't do the process because then I'm gonna be mad at you.
Neither one of them were, because remember his first day, he was talking about, well, I like that so much, I decided not to go on the second day because I don't want to get in no trouble. That made no sense.
See, I saw that, but I no, you said it before, and
yeah, I said that when you know, when they had the talk afterwards, and they asked him about the second day, he was like, "No, I know what happened if I go on another date with her, so no."
Oh, okay then.
That don't make a lot of sense. So the only reason where you stay out of trouble is by avoiding it. So one day, if you get cornered in trouble there, that means you done.
Yeah.
That means you're gonna do everything that you've been wanting to do. You be wide open. That right? Isn't that what that means?
Yeah.
That means you have no self-control, no discipline, none of that.
Well, we see he had
I'm just saying that. I'm saying that how do you live your life like that?
I don't know.
Because there will be many situations where it'll be right there looking you in your face.
How you know, babe?
Say no.
How you know, babe?
Huh?
How I was looking you in your face, babe?
Look at me.
How I was looking in your face?
I was like, no.
It was that close to your face?
No.
Wait, it was that close to your face?
Right there.
I think we gotta get out this broadcast. Set his tails right here in his face, and he'll say no.
Temptress. I will not fall victim. No.
Wait a minute. Y'all ain't gonna say nothing about it every time I was in his face? He had to say no.
No.
So where were you exactly when you had to say no to the fuzzy temptress?
That was a long time ago.
It was in your face like this?
It's right there.
So you somewhere you had no business if it was in your face like that.
It's a joke.
We about to break up, y'all.
I can't remember.
Right? You see it. Lena said you confessing.
This is my confession.
You know what? Since we confessing,
let it burn.
Mm-hmm. So where was that? Where was said? Look, where was said person at this said time?
This was in 1999, and
so but before you met me,
yeah. So and we were at a yeah, I can't remember. It's so long ago.
He confessing, Lane. You hear him?
All I remember is you, honey. It's been so wonderful, magnanimous to be with you. So I can't remember nothing else.
Lies you tell.
I blacked everything else out of my mind.
You just said it was in your face.
I said sometimes.
We gonna call our counsel when we get the phone. Matter of fact,
see,
I'm gonna call Mark and Mildred and get out here and see if they can find out about this when this fuzzy temptress was in his face. This close.
You don't listen.
And he did like this, so it was a big enclosure.
I didn't say it was in my face. I say sometimes it's in your face. That was a
euphemism. You did like this.
That was a euphemism.
And you said it was this close.
For everybody. It was a general.
That close, you can smell it.
Yeah, sometimes it's not for me personally, but I'm just saying in general. See, that's why you don't listen to me right there. See? Y'all working on our communicates.
Woo, 10-pound baby. Jesus help him. All right.
Yeah.
So and Darian and Alexia, their issue is more
trust, among other things.
Well, don't all of them have trust issues though?
Yes. Especially, well, see, he even have trust issues because she has some male friends that he don't like, and she won't stop.
No. Okay, so let's talk about these male friends. They send and say stuff and do stuff inappropriately.
I know, but I'm saying, and she won't stop it because, and you know what she said too that I do remember now that I thought was very inappropriate when they were arguing. She was like, "They support me, and they this and they that." And I was like, well, "Wait, what? Wait a minute."
You don't want to argue with your man and tell him about what another man.
Yeah, wait, say who? Say what?
Another man do for you. That's the easy way to get all your teeth is missing.
So what? Say what now? They do what? They do what? I didn't hear that. They say what? Say who, what, where?
Oh, she says they care and support her. Listen.
And he said, yeah, because they want to get half the sex because you ain't having it with me.
But listen, is it okay if you got, okay, so most relationships are not cool with opposite sex friends. And we generally speaking, steer away from that. Because that's just like in the case of emergency break glass type situation. However, there are people that have male and female friends, but there has to be boundaries.
That both people agree to.
Right. And the issue is if your opposite sex friend is overstepping the boundaries,
you gotta let them go.
If you're not letting them go, that speaks to which one is more important to you.
But I'm saying, so you don't want to have the sex.
Who's saying the sex?
You're always arguing.
You're
always at the club.
Ooh.
Every time I see the house, you're looking crazy with the sweatpants.
And you're alpha female.
Yeah, and then you got all these Negroes hanging around talking about their friends.
And you're alpha female.
Look at that. That's this many.
She must like the attention. Jay, I'm telling you, she liked the attention. But she's saying it's because she's not getting from him. But he's saying when we out in public, y'all, we kissing and hugging, we get home, you do not have sex with me at all. She's saying it's because you go to the studio, which is they have a condo that's a studio, and then you don't come home.
Don't do that stuff with me in public.
Right. It's kind of like
don't be doing all that in public and then get home and you like, okay, go on. No. Got me all lubed up, hot and bothered.
Got you what, Cedric?
Lubed up, ready to go.
How you lubed up?
You've been caressing me just so all evening.
But how you lubed up?
Ready.
I can see if you statued up, but you lubed up?
Lubed up, ready to go.
What is making the lubrication?
You know, you get old like you got to get the knees and everything all worked out, ready to go. Them hips and things.
Speak for yourself to my like we do.
Well, I want to say, but you know, you are a little older than me, my senior, but that's okay.
So I don't understand how you're with someone, especially 14 years worth of with someone, and you have no level of intimacy, and they don't, because they don't have good talk conversation.
I just gave you 6 reasons. I just gave it to you.
I know, baby. I'm just saying, me and you about to have no intimacy.
No, them lies. You about to have all the intimacy. All of them. A through Z of them. What you talking about, girl?
Why you? Baby, stop.
Huh? Sorry.
All right. So, what's the other person? What's the other couple?
Eric and I can't remember. I never can remember the other girl name. Eric and somebody. But she said she didn't want to go on a date with that guy. She liked him, but I guess he was too slow for her. She liked to be turned up, she said.
Yeah, but he might have been too much of a good guy. And I think she is Jessica. That's her name. Jessica, boy, Lena, yeah. I'm so glad you on here, Jack. You know anything. I think she just stuck on him.
I think so too.
I think she just on there because this is a process, but I think she is just stuck on him.
She just wanted to be on the TV. That was she trying to leverage just to get some more opportunities. I think she wanted to be on Housewives of Atlanta or something.
Well, I ain't gonna say you gotta be on Housewives.
You definitely gotta be the wife to be on the Housewives of Atlanta.
Let the Mack truck have his way. The Mack truck. Oh, that's that guy name, ain't it?
Oh, the big guy? I don't know.
I think so.
Yeah.
Listen.
But I think too, when he was asking her about Eric, that kind of turned her off too, I think. Because you like, you asking about him, you need to be worried about you.
Well, I think he was trying to, just like, and you want to find out, because to somebody normal, that doesn't make sense that y'all been together. And like
y'all been together like 4 years.
Yeah, but what happened is he'll say, "Oh, I say 4, he say 3." They be like, "Well, what kind of mess? Y'all don't know how long y'all been together?" And she said, "Well, he didn't ask." He said he didn't ask me.
She was claiming some junk.
Right.
She was taking liberties. That's what that is.
And neither one of them trust each other. That's what, like Dr. Nicole said. Yeah. How y'all gonna build on that?
But she talking about she ain't ready to get nobody married either.
Who?
Jessica. Because that was what she said when the guy asked her, she was like, "Well, I'm ready, but he's not." Because he was like, "How he got somebody look like you, fine as you are, you know, pretty as you are, and not wiped you up yet."
Well, this is the thing. People think they want to be married, but they don't know what marriage entails. After the wedding, it don't just go into a euphoric state.
Right.
After the wedding is when the work begins, because now I got to maintain the house and the husband. If you got children, you got to find that balance. You got to get used to living with people. If there is some things that just got to take place at that point. So it's difficult.
People taking the covers and kicking you all at night and all this. Did
you say people taking the covers?
They want to be hot in the room at night and stuff, heaters and all this. Blowing hair dryers on the cover.
Not me. I didn't do that medicine. No. So
that's right.
Well, okay. So we talked about all 3 couples.
Yes.
How long?
How long
is too long?
I'm not sure. I think it's different for each couple, but I think 14 is definitely too long.
You don't think 4 years is too long?
I think you're right on the precipice.
Y'all tell me, how long is too long to be with somebody?
And also depends on the circumstance, because like I said, every circumstance is different.
To be with somebody, I ain't talking about somebody going off to the military and all that stuff, but how long is too long? 14 years being together off and on, 4 years together, like you don't know in 4 years whether you want me or not.
Well, if they went to the pen 5 years.
I don't want you to either.
Don't robbery, you know, but you ain't gonna hold me down.
But don't you do all that before you get married? Yes and no.
Do all what?
Remember I was talking about when you get married, you have to like balance the house and be a wife.
Yeah.
This is the thing.
Well, yes.
If people are playing house, we talked about this last week, meaning like most people now live together, buy a house, all this stuff before they even get married.
Right.
So the problem comes when like part of that first, when they say the first year to get through, the first it'd be the first year, then it's not the first 5 years, is because if you don't live together before you're married, then that first year you're getting to know one another, your habits, your styles. But if you've been living together, then you taking that off the plate. And then now we got to try to, figure out what it is that he expected me. Do you expect me to cook every day? Do you expect me to be the only one taking to kids? You start to learn stuff because people do stuff when they're dating. They bring their best representative.
Right. But that's, if quiet is kept, that's stuff that should have been discussed before you got married.
But people don't generally discuss that stuff. Like our premarital counseling, we talk about stuff that people don't talk about. Like, and I'm not talking about that everybody, I ain't saying everybody, but there are some general areas that people go on, but right. We go through all these other ways. We're trying to trigger you to think before you get there. Because people think, we'll figure out when we get there. But usually when you trying to figure it out, once it's already happening, right. We already on level 500 trillion at that point. Mike said every relationship is different, but you should know when you are ready / done. I agree, but I still think for me, I think okay, listen, especially at over the 30 age, I'm just gonna say over 30.
The older you get, the less time it takes.
Right. Like I don't need to be with you for 2 or 4 years to know I want to be with you, because now you're just wasting my life. For what?
Look, you taking up somebody else's possibility.
Right. Like if you don't want to be with me, if y'all just having sex, then that's what y'all do. But don't act like y'all in a relationship when you have no desire to move forward or wife me.
Right. You in the way. Somebody else could be trying out for the team.
Right. So I get everybody got their own time and space, but be fair to the other person. Right. I mean,
be respectful of their time.
And when you get, and I'm saying over 30, but you know, I mean, if at 30, I do 14 years.
You've done.
That's one relationship for 14 years and we ain't married. That's stupid.
All your good years used up.
I think maybe around 5 years. Ooh, you said that boy said 5 years. Oh no, Jesus. I can't be.
I think if you did a poll, you will find that the men's time is a little longer than the women's time.
That's true. That's true.
They'd be like, hey, 2 weeks. 2 weeks. I know. That's either one. Men be like, no.
Now, here's the other thing. I do think we rush.
Of course.
Women.
Because they want to be married.
Want to be married. And I think we rush because I got with somebody who do this or the other.
Good enough.
Yeah, it's kind of like a good enough.
Right.
But getting into some mess, you be like,
all the stuff we can work on later.
Ooh, child. That is foolishness.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, like I said, the men's time is going to be a lot longer than the women's.
Yes.
Women's looking at about 48 hours.
Did you say 48 hours?
First 48, we know. Just like the show on TV. First 48, we know.
Did he say the first 48?
First 48.
Nobody ain't trying to get married no 48 hours.
No, I say you get married, but you know, first 48, you're like, okay, yeah, he got possibility. I think we can marry this one. I'm not saying you getting married at 40, but I'm saying women know.
Mike said, you know what you want and you know what you don't want. Right. I get it. You know what you want and what you don't want. So why you take 4 years to get married? Why you take 14 years to get married? That's my whole point, Mike. Y'all know what y'all want. You know if she ain't it. You know if she ain't it. So why you give that girl a false hope and dreams?
I ain't know. I don't know nothing.
You ain't know nothing?
I was pressured into it.
At what mark were you pressured into it? At day one? At 48 hours? When were you pressured into it?
The whole time. It was a strategic. You had the mind tactical thing on me. Hit me with the what they call it? The mind, what that thing called?
Jedi mind trick.
Yeah.
Miss Little said the men rush to rush shooting. Now you're right. They do rush too.
Some of them, yes.
But to me, the ones I've seen that rush, usually the woman has something that's beneficial for them. Like,
or it's somebody they always wanted, like for some other reason. Like
no, but I'm saying like if the girl got a good job or she got a house with you know, like if she have things, if she's more stable too than you, it's like you want to wife her.
Yes.
You're right, Miss Little. They do.
Do what you gotta do.
She wooed you with the nails.
That's what it was.
Look, my nails was long back then. I did nails at that time.
They were very colorful. I think she hypnotized me. I think that's what it was.
So, but I'm trying to figure out at what point did you think about marriage? It's about what I said. At what point did you think about marriage?
I don't remember. We had the conversation frequently because you brought it up all the time.
What?
So, when do you think we're going to get married? So,
y'all, he lied.
Yesterday I asked you about marriage and I did not get a definitive answer. Do you think I'm wife material? Well, yes. Okay, so what's stopping you?
He lied, y'all. There is always a plan. Right. Like they always have a plan, but I think, well, you know what? No, I can't say it's I watched this thing and it was a man that was being abused and he was scared to say something because
no one believed
because it was a big guy and she did some old crazy stuff. Like I'd be like, this joke, yeah, my husband wouldn't make it. Peer pressure get
married.
Okay, so we had talked, like, you know how men do when you talk about something, he leaves it open-ended. And I was like, so what do we decide on? Like, what are we doing? I don't like open-ended. That's what anything about it.
We just go together. I like that. We go together. Okay. I have to put labels on stuff.
Something wrong with him.
It works.
I'm just saying, it doesn't take. I'm gonna say it again. It don't take that long to find out when you would marry somebody, but it doesn't.
No, it don't
but then shut up, Cedric. But then I do say you need to make sure you vet the person. You know how jobs they vet them, they call your references and stuff like that.
Check your Facebook, all that there.
Well, I mean, Facebook is not a really good place to check.
No, I'm saying they check everything.
Oh yeah, my jobs.
Right, they used to do the background check and that was it. But no, they check your credit now. They check your Facebook, Twitter, all that.
So what are some things that a woman could do or a man could do to vet somebody that he met? Because, okay.
Well, like you said, when you go meet the family.
Well, but just saying, but when you first meet somebody, you're not meeting their family.
Well, I know, but I'm saying.
So I'm saying, okay, I'm just saying, but I meet you.
Like you said, if they have road rage or something like that, or if they slapping people in the restaurant.
Now, some of the things you can do is Google their name.
That too.
Google their name and put mugshot. Google their name and put
check their credit.
Different stuff. And you know they do have some apps you can do that kind of stuff with.
They got a bunch of foreclosures and repos on there. Might be a problem.
Yeah, that don't look too good.
Right.
But really, but
for real, now you got to be careful because there's scammers out there. People be scamming like crazy. They be in relationship for real. Take all your stuff. You think they be
listen? Because what happens, like in Florida, you get married, it's y'all property. And they be the one that took all the money out the bank, and you like, oh, that's my money now. It's our money now.
We French now.
So vet the people that you're dating and that you are liking.
You better,
because and people are like, oh, you Facebook stalking. You better see what's attached to that person. Because you get somebody that.
What was that case where the guy married the lady and that was a different name? He was married to like 4 different people.
And he took all their money. They were like executive women.
Yeah.
This little said, you need to know their DNA. Listen,
that too.
I know that people are opposed to meeting family early, but be like, ask them like about your mama, and you could just have conversation.
Like the people in West Virginia, though, the people was inbred.
Oh my God.
You don't want that.
But now but you meet somebody and like all the family, it was one family where all the women had killed their husbands. Like the mama did, the grandma did it, but they couldn't prove it.
Or look, you got a family full of druggies or alcoholics or anything.
Yes,
like that.
Lord.
You better figure it out.
I mean, it's important to know, and I mean, when the Bible, and I keep going back to the Bible, but where your roots are important, because your normal at your house might have been drugs and prostitution and hoeing and
everything.
Gambling, drinking and up all times of night and people not coming home. So when I say I want our house to be normal, if that's what was normal for him, then to him that is normal. But if I came from a house like my mom and dad are still married, I ain't never had to worry about whether my dad was coming home or not. But if that wasn't his story, then we're on 2 different pages when we talk about I want a normal marriage.
Well, that's why it's important to have serious conversation before you get married.
About everything. Any and everything you can think about. Right. I know people think it's crazy, but have those conversations. Because once you say I do, it's harder to get out of the relationship. Once you say I do, then.
Well, a lot of times too, like you said, once you have time and effort and money invested, then you like, hey, I'm just going to.
And I got my address, I got my venue, like I ain't finna waste my money. But then you realize you waste so much more when you marry them just because you already got a date. Yeah. And what Ms. Little says, right, that DNA,
you better know it.
Listen, if you just think a family that all the families fighters. All the families are alcoholics, or all the families are really churchy, or the whole families are pastors or ministers.
1 leg and 3 eyes, all of them.
Did you say 1 leg and 3 eyes?
They all think they're unicorns. You know that.
So you know, vet these people y'all dating, because I'm telling you, people have lost. I know somebody that was married, got married. Who I tell you who it is later. One of your relatives got married to somebody, and when they got divorced, they came in with nothing, but that person had to sell their house.
Yeah.
That they already had,
and split the assets.
And split the assets for somebody that ain't had nothing when they came. When I say absolutely nothing,
That's
nothing.
like hitting a little lottery right there.
For that person.
Yeah, I know who it is.
So it's like you can pay now or pay later.
You're gonna pay.
You tell the kids, you know, you in college, you can buckle down, get your work, struggle now, and then you can work and ball later. You know what I'm saying? But they want to do it all at one time. They want to ball and go to school.
You better make your apple something.
You better do something.
You have to get some of the internet money. You can do your thing then.
So,
ball.
So I know that we are finished with this conversation, but we didn't talk about the Tabitha Brown, Wendy Williams saying how she read her so gracefully.
Don't know what to talk about.
I just want to commend her because
God bless you.
That's Joel Osteen. You went.
No, that's what she said too. God bless you.
But she didn't say it like you just said.
She did. Watch it again.
God bless you. She said, "You like God bless you." That Southern twang is Joel Osteen.
Hey, but she's from South Carolina. The red flags that you ignore in the beginning will be the same red flags that ends the relationship.
Listen,
what's up, Claudine?
Claudine, listen, let me tell you something. They're not red flags anymore. They are on fire. These flags are on fire.
What's the thing with you flags and fire? I'm trying to.
Well, I'm saying because you know, a red flag is a lot, but when you get into marriage,
pyro?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
When you get into marriage, then they are really like.
I should have vetted you.
They times 20. You know, the little things that may have bugged you before we got married. You was like, oh my God.
Yeah, they bugged me a lot.
That what you gonna do? That's what you gonna do? I knew he was gonna do that.
I'm so sick of you right
now.
Y'all
gonna let him abuse me like that today.
I'm so sick of you right now. I want you to stop doing it. But you know, hey, I didn't get what I expected. I got what I inspected.
Listen, let me tell you something that I heard, and I want y'all to take this. What you appreciate appreciates.
Okay.
You got it? No?
Yes, I got it.
I thought that was pretty profound. Because when you treat somebody well and you appreciate them, then look, ever since my price went up, that's all I'm listening to.
Well,
like
I do agree with that, but there are certain instances where that is not the case. But that's a shame. But by and by, for the most part.
But like when you started to treat me right and you stopped treating me bad, then I appreciate it. Then my price went up.
Yeah, you appreciate it, but your behavior didn't change. You're still the same, but you gonna change. I'm changing. You're not.
He's out the chain. I'm going to bed, y'all. Yeah, somebody woke us up at 4:00 in the morning.
No, right?
And I am dead dog tired, boss. And that 6:00 rolled around real early in the morning. Well, actually, my first alarm go up at 5:30.
Y'all know I hear all of them. Woke us up.
Woke you up this morning. Mm-hmm. No?
Yeah. I feel like we should go to work together because we get up at the same time.
You do not be woke.
They're gonna pay both of us. I wasn't woke today.
You woke me. You asked it because I was afraid.
I was there. You woke me up. I was awake. Didn't go back to sleep.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
So anyway, quit picking these scrubs that want to attach to your money, ladies. And you got your own house. You got your own car. Something. You a bad bro.
Man, stop picking these gold diggers.
He's about men stop picking the gold diggers. Hey.
Women that want you to do everything.
What's the difference between a gold digger and somebody that wants a man that's stable?
I think it's the value on the money, because you can want someone that's stable, but they don't have to have a gold digger wants someone that has a certain status. I believe you can make less than $100,000 a year and still live comfortably.
So my question is, if I was a person that struggled growing up, then I may be focused on the money because I don't want to live that same life.
Well, why don't you get your own money? You got to worry about it.
Well, I'm saying, but can you understand that part of like somebody that wants
to a certain degree? Yes.
I'm not saying. Oh, attitude. Jay says attitude.
No, I agree.
Well, is it like an entitlement attitude? Like you owe me?
Yes.
Okay. That might be different.
Like there's a song where a lady said, broke men don't deserve no cookie.
Oh, that what it say?
That's what he say.
Why?
I don't know. I don't subscribe to that. Broke man needs some cookie too. There was some times in my life I had less than I was in need of. That'll preach.
No, that won't preach. Don't you say that there's no more.
I didn't say I know that's right.
You know what? This is the thing. I feel like everybody goes through phases in their life. Like if y'all have children, young adults, it's gonna be times that they broke. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't mean they're not gonna come up, or you know what I'm saying? Like that's why I feel like it has to be what God tells you to do. Because
I think when like you said, when a person's a gold digger, like that's their focus. So their whole conversation is try to figure out what you got going on financially. It's not to get to know the person. So they might be with some people that are less than ideal, but the money right. So they're all in. You know what I'm saying?
But the gold diggers now, they're not gonna just have a conversation about money. They're gonna go around the block to get to it.
No, but it's still their focus. They don't care what kind of person you are. If you take care of your kids or love your mama, they just want to know what that bank account be like. And are you willing to spend that on me?
Oh, well.
Because it don't make any difference if you got a lot of money, but you don't never want to spend none. You got to turn it loose.
Yeah, okay.
Right? So you could be a rich man, but hey, you get nothing. Well, I'm out the door. On to the next one.
All right, y'all.
Cut the check.
This has been an interesting night. Thank y'all. Look, thank you for coming out. God bless. Good night. Because, baby, let me tell you something. I'm tired. And since my friends told me I couldn't eat them on orange, I want another orange. I don't think I got them on.
Yeah, it's too late. It's 8 o'clock.
I can have an orange at 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock cut off. You out of there. All
right, guys. Made a little watch between me and thee while we're absent.
One from another.
One from another.
Amen.
All right, y'all. Be blessed. Be nice to your spouses.
Right.
Be nice to your fiancés, Lena and Mike.
Right.
Be nice.
And if you're not, kiss and make up.
Kiss and make. That used to be our slogan. Kiss and make up.
That's right. You gotta take us out of school. May God be with you. Go ahead, do that. Yeah. Until we meet.
You sang it good.
Again.
You guys sound that? May God be with you.
I don't remember.
Me either.
Because we didn't sing that at church.
Me neither. Why you gonna make me be old school and you ain't old school?
I am old school, but we didn't sing that.
All right, guys. Thank you, Fasha, for watching us on YouTube. Thank you guys for going to subscribe to us on YouTube. Thank you for watching us. See you next week. If you can, catch the next episode of Put a Ring on It. I think that'll be 5. Black Love United. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
I don't know why we being extra tonight.
I don't know what the boom, boom, boom is.
I don't know.
What are you blowing up?
Who said boom, boom?
You to my boom, boom, boom. What is that? What are you blowing up?
Boom, boom, boom. No, that was look, Biscuit. Hey, Biscuit, we ain't seen you in a hot minute.
No, what up, man?
Boom, boom, boom. Let me get that. Be rocking it.
Yeah, you don't know the words.
I don't know the words.
Not at all.
Because I'm saved.
That's why I don't know the words either.
You do know them. I bet we put on some Trick Daddy, you know it.
See, now you're going to a whole nother thing. That one Trick Daddy you were saying number one.
Let's put some Trick Daddy. I bet you know the words of that.
And that was before I got back in the church.
Trick Daddy and Mystical. Let's put him on.
Yeah, that before I got in church. This girl ain't put an album out in 20 years.
But you know all the other ones.
I'm not gonna forget it.
He ain't saved like you say he is. Y'all.
Plus, I think I heard he doing a gospel album now. So I'm waiting for that drop. We'll see.
Lies. All right, y'all. I have
What
a
you
good.
mean lie? I just told you what I heard. I'm not saying that's for a fact. I'm not a reporter. I'm not reporting the news. I'm just saying it's out there.
Good night, guys. We'll see you next week.
Hey,
What's up?
you got to come in from the side with it. Can't be.
You
on
see,
the
we
screen.
supposed to go in the middle.
What kind of nasty hand freaking thing you trying to do? What is that? That's some kind of sexual thing I don't know about. See, because
No, I said like this.
you be on the internet with that foolishness.
Our piece is blended together because we are one.
That's whack-a-belly if you don't get off of it. See, that's why you're old right there. Doing that foolishness.
You gotta give me excitement somewhere in my life.
Go to bed. Be excited about that.
I am going to bed. JT, we love you too. We miss you.
Right.
Gotta get together when COVID get
Appreciate you,
when
bro.
COVID be sleep for real.
I know, right?
Because now COVID got a Delta variant. I don't want to even fly Delta.
I know. How's that baby girl?
Look, she grown now.
I know.
She got her own job and everything.
Thereabouts.
All right, y'all. We running our mouth, but we fisting to go.
We finish.
Yes. Be productive this week. Love y'all.